Hello everyone, myself is Shivaran Charan, a chartered accountant. At present, I am a faculty in Masterminds teaching account subject. So with us one CA final student is there. So he has completed his articles and I am going to ask some of the questions to him so that we can understand. Yeah. Hello Venugopal. Yeah. Please tell me what kind of exposure and the experience you have gained in your articleship.
Okay. If you want to go for an articleship, you have to first get clarity on yourself, in which field you have to go, what work you have to take up, and what you're interested in. So if that clarity is able to manage, then you can go for a further survey of articleship.
Okay, so in that you have did articles yourself. So in which article firm, I mean partnership firm or a sole proprietor, can you mention that it, and what is the exposure you have gained from there?
Yeah, I've done my articleship from medium sized firm.
Tell me what's the exposure you have gained there?
Yeah, I have gained a lot of experience being a mid-sized firm. I've got to engage in statutory audits, tax audits, income tax return filings, and another net worth certificates and certifications and all. So if you want to go into such firms, then you have to be able to manage all the works, irrespective of your interest and all. But if you are interested to do a specified department in audit or tax, then you need to go for a very good firm which maintains the departmentalizations.
Okay, sir. Okay. So what parameters you have taken for choosing your articleship firm?
Okay. As a CA student, my first priority would be my timings.
Okay.
Because timing is the most important thing which a CA student have to inculcate. So based on the timings of firms and based on the working hours, we have to manage our final preparations. So it should be nearer to where we stay. The one of the preference is distance, because if the distance is less, we can manage more time. So even if we work for an hour or half an hour more, we'll be able to go to home and get our preparation done. And the next priority would be work. So what the type of work we want to do and what are our interests. If you want to go for an audit or tax, we need to have some clarity on ourselves.
Okay.
So
one should be having clarity whether he wants to take, if he is interested in auditing subject, he has to go for statutory audits where major is taking in that firm. Or if he is interested in taxation, so he has to choose the firm where simply to say appeals most of the income tax returns. So a respective firm which is expertise in taxation, there he has to take. Okay.
Yeah.
So what are the terms and conditions to be negotiated before joining into the articleship? With our auditor, we have to negotiate. So what are the terms and conditions?
The first one would be our scope of work,
okay,
where we need to go, where we need to do, and what the work we have to perform.
Okay.
Next one would be the timings of work. So from what time to what time we should work, or is it as per ICI guidelines, or does it cross it? So we have to be sure that we have to work as per the ICI guidelines. Then the stipend would be also the same. The minimum given by the ICI, we have to discuss. If it is less than ICI preference, then it shall be an not the right thing with the point of the discussion.
Okay.
So the work timings, the work and the scope of work, and the stipend details, and the flexibility of leaves.
Okay. So yes, exactly.
So and the leaves
for final preparation.
Yeah. Are they giving less than the time given by ICI, or equal to the time given by the institute, or more than it?
Okay.
If in case if we get more than it, then we have to work for a longer time to compensate the extra leaves. So these are the parameters we have to need.
Yes. So is it better to join a person in Big Four or a medium sized firm? It's better.
if a person want to go for a practice, then as a student, as an article level student, I would suggest we have to go for a middle sized firm
Okay.
or more bigger firm other than big fours, because big four you will be engaged into completely one department where you get expertise knowledge,
Okay.
and you can use that in your service sectors when you go for a service or employment.
I mean
But
corporates.
but if you need to go for a practice, you need to have knowledge on everything. You need to have knowledge on statutory audits, internal audits, return filings, GST works, everything. So we have to IPCC and articles time is where as a student we need to decide a career, and that maturity levels will drive us for career building.
Okay.
So based on our interest and based on our future plans, we need to select the CA audit firms.
Okay. So is it better to join the articleship before after completion of one group or after completion of both groups?
I would suggest to go for articles after completing both the groups.
Okay.
Because at the same time you cannot concentrate on your studies and the practical knowledge what you gain.
Okay.
You need to have a balance. When you are gaining a book knowledge, you should go with that, and when you are using that knowledge in your practicality, you have to gain knowledge in that practicality. So mixing up two would be difficult.
It's a burden.
Right? Group 2 is a group where you need to struggle than group 1.
Yes.
So doing articles and preparing for group 2, you can't do justice to both.
Yes.
Either group 2 or articleship, because the time you get for leave is so less to have a good knowledge to prepare for group 2. So I would, as a student, I would suggest go for articles only after clearing group.
Both groups.
Yeah, both groups.
So it is better to do articleship in metro cities or in local firms where we are having?
It is always a good choice if you select the firms in metro cities. In metro cities, you will have every scope what you read in the books and what you do practically. Okay. You will be if it comes for standard auditing, you will have all types of audits in a metro city. If it comes for tax, you will have all types of return filings, all types of appeals, everything related to income tax you will find.
Even our communication skills also increase.
Communication skills will be definitely developed.
Yes.
And the exposure you will be get would be of more quality than you do in any other local
firms. Okay. So any other points to be added here? You want to give any other inputs apart from this?
Yeah, I think that constitutes the parameters what we need to check and what we need to ask while joining, and the points we have to keep in mind while joining the articleships. Okay. And it would be better if we do articleship completely 3 years
instead of taking dummy.
Instead of taking any other alternatives,
yes,
which is not suggested by the institute. Yeah, so it's better. It's not better. It's your duty or your responsibility to complete the articleship completely for 3 years.
Okay.
So that's my suggestions regarding to students who would like to join articleship while writing the IPCs.
Okay. Thanks for the valuable inputs you have given to us.
Yeah.
Thank you, Venugopal.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.